It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. On play action, Lawrence.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 74 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Switch. Check.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Browns at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some space here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Jump, jump. 9. Check, check. Pressure.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken the lead. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Again with a juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Michel on the counter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fournette on the counter. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Check 50. Back, back, back. Out. 25.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
That's where you belong. Watch my leg.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Gerald McCoy with the tackle. Remember, he's a former Buccaneer.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A give. This is Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watson off play action. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, watch this. Kill. Check 31. Time to go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Push him back. Begin.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Tie it right, tie it right. Hey, we got three down. Hey, check back 33, check.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Browns extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They're staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Hey, Zoo. Watch the pass. Mike, check 33.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Switch.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chubb. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
York now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
I'm coming. Take 4.
Hey, Delta.
Check 33. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 33.
Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
53 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.